Hola chicas, bienvenidos a mi canal. Okay, look at her, she speaks Spanish, girl. Not really though, so nobody troll me if I didn't say the appropriate Spanish words or if I didn't enunciate it right. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. If you're new here, welcome to the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today's video is just going to be my foundation routine for the summer. It's pretty much what I've been doing all summer long. Here in Texas, it's super hot. We've been getting up to the triple digits. So it's really hot and humid, and because of that, I don't really like to be wearing too much makeup. This is pretty much about all you will see all summer long from me. Of course, besides like in my pictures or when I'm like, you know, doing a look for Instagram or something like that. This is all you will see minus the lip. I just added the lip for the sake of the video just to give it some type of oomph, but really you will not see me with a lip or a lipstick ever. I'm not a lipstick person, but like I said, for the sake of the video, I just popped it on. Also, it matched my cute shirt, so yeah, and I'm feeling it with my hair. I feel like a little spicy mamacita. Ooh. But if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. Okay. I wonder how to do it right. Hey, okay. Let's get into this video. I do have oily skin, so if you have dry skin, this may not be the video for you, or my routine may work for you. So you can give it a try if you want, but that is just a disclaimer before we get right in. So first thing first is I would usually do my eyebrows and then my eyeshadow, and then I would move on to my foundation. But because it's so hot here in Texas, I really do not do much makeup at all, let alone eyeshadow and like full beat glam. It's just way too hot for that for me personally, and I have an oily face, and when I go out and into the sun or outside for 10 minutes, I'm already sweating, and I just don't like to have so much makeup on, because I feel like when I have makeup on, I have to be mindful of like, you know, where I'm wiping and like what I'm touching. And when I'm sweating, I just want to be able, you know, to like wipe the sweat off, and you know, with ease, not have to worry too much about like what I'm touching and stuff like that. I'm like in an eyeshadow funk lately too. Like my eyeshadow hasn't been coming out the way I've been wanting it to, so I don't know if I need new brushes. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking too, like I need like a new base, because I haven't been liking the way the concealer's been. I don't know what it is, but I'm going through that funk right now. So as soon as I get out of that, I promise there will be more eyeshadow videos coming soon. But yeah, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get on to the video. So what I'm going to be using today, I would usually use for foundation, I would usually use this bad boy right here. This is an Anastasia foundation stick. Now I love this thing so much. It literally smooths my face, and it's not like really oily or greasy, which is also great because I have oily skin already. I would usually use this, but since I am running low, I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. Sorry if you can hear me looking for it. These are the two shades that I have. I'm probably leaning more towards this shade right now, but this one, I think I'm just going to mix them because this one looks just a little too light. But they are the shades, this one is Tan Honey and this one is Tan Sand. So this one is probably perfect for when I'm like tan, and this one is like my regular one. I don't know, I think this one, I don't know. We're gonna, let me just test them out and see. I haven't used them in a while, so these are the two on its own. This one is Tan Honey and this one is Tan Sand, and then this over here is like the two mix. So that's definitely my skin tone, closer to my skin tone, so I'm gonna do that. Oh my gosh, but before I do this, before I actually put this on my face, I am going to put some moisturizer and prime. Got a little too ahead of myself, but at least I'll have that ready on the back of my hand. This is the moisturizer that I have been using. I love it, honestly. It smells amazeballs. I'm just going to get a little bit of this. That's probably a little bit too much. I don't need too much because, like I said, I am greasy as it is, so you know, a little goes a long way. And actually, before I put my moisturizer on, I just like to absorb any extra oil that I can before I put on my makeup. So just a little added step. You don't have to do this by any means. But I just took some, this is a cotton pad, this thing right here, and then I just took some witch hazel. I get this from Walmart. And I'm just going to just swipe this little cotton pad all over my face. And then I'm ready to put my moisturizer on. Kind of want to let that dry actually a little bit. I have been like struggling with this over here on my face. It is so annoying. To cover up my huge massive pores, well they're not massive, but they are pores here on my cheeks, I'm going to take the Benefit Professional. About that much on both sides of my face. I don't put this everywhere, I literally just put it where I have the pores. And I'm literally just taking my finger and tapping that into my skin. My skin feels so smooth right now. It was an exfoliation day, so that's probably why. Got all that dead skin off. And now we are ready for foundation. Now, this kind of dried a little bit on my hand, but that's okay. Let me try to pull my hair back as much as I can, that way it's not getting in my face. And we're just going to tap this on. This is a pretty good shade, I think. I really don't put this like everywhere on my face. Like you won't see this on my forehead. It just goes like on my cheeks and nose. I don't like to put it on my chin. I don't like to put it like around my mouth or on top of up above my lip, my upper lip. I don't really like to put it there. You ask me why, and I'll honestly just tell you it's because I don't want it to like rub off, or I don't want to have to worry about it rubbing off. Like if I'm drinking something and I get like, you know, water, whatever it is up here, I do this a lot. Like I don't want to have to worry about not doing that just because I have makeup on. So I love makeup, but I just don't want it to inconvenience me, you know. I have a feeling like I'm about to fall back into love. Like this is so nice. If I am red at all though, I will put a little bit. Like sometimes I'm super red on my chin. I'm not that red on my chin today, so I'm just going to not put it there. And then I'm pretty sure I get some when I'm doing this, but it's not like as much as I do here on my cheeks. This is nice. I'm going to bring that. I always get it everywhere. Same thing with my forehead. I don't like to put foundation on my forehead because that thing greases up like crazy sometimes. And I like to just be able to wipe this sweat away. Like, to me, it's too hot to be like, especially if I don't need it everywhere. You know, I'm not going to be putting it everywhere. And that's what I tell everyone else. Like, if you don't need it, then don't wear it. Or if you don't need it, you know, all over your face, you don't have to put it there, you know. So after I've blended my foundation out, I would like to go in and contour. I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick, which like I said, I would usually use this for my actual foundation. But I'm running out of my actual shade, so that's why I didn't use it. I'm saving it for whenever I need to work. But I'm going to use the contour shade because I still have plenty of that. This is in the shade Amber. Now I am getting tanner, so this is kind of like getting a little bit too close to my shade. I know it looks like it's really different, but to be honest, it's not that far off from when I look super dark. Whenever I came back from Florida last year, this was my foundation shade, which is like crazy because this is pretty dark. but I do get really dark. I like to bring it all along my cheekbone and then a little bit under where I want to emphasize the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm also going to put this on my forehead. My forehead is like really dark at the top, and then it just like goes into this like gradient. So if I don't want to, I really don't have to put makeup on there and it'll still look like I'm wearing foundation. To blend that out, I like to go into my Y6 from Morphe just because it kind of distributes it really quickly. And I mean, for my forehead, it doesn't need to be perfect, but yeah, that shade was too light. I told you, whenever I come back from Florida, or whenever I'm tan, that's my shade. Like, I just come back from Florida all the time. And I'm also just going to use this to stipple that out on my cheeks. Because I do want it to be a little bit more, you know, bam in your face. I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. And it's these ones that look like this, the little squeezy tubes. These are actually really nice. I'm going to put it literally over top where I put the Anastasia. Except I'm going to work one cheek at a time because the only thing with this is that it dries a little quick. And whenever it dries, it'll like be harder to blend out. Duh. But it becomes really patchy whenever you try to blend it out and it's dry. And it's just not a good look. So you see how that just emphasized that contour a whole lot more and just like gave it to us. Now I'm going to go in underneath and clean it up underneath and clean it up on the top with concealer. So this is why I like to do the contour before I do the concealer, because I can clean up any of my, like, if I blend it out a little bit too much, or you know, I don't really want it somewhere, I just go in with the concealer and clean it right up. Squeeze just a little out, and then I can go ahead and put it on my forehead too. I'm using this cute little Real Techniques Beauty Blender. It's just a miniature one. I feel like I have a lot of shadow going on right now. See, even if you let it dry like a little bit, it can be a little booger to blend out. Now the forehead. On my forehead, since I don't have any other product underneath besides the other Anastasia stick. I cannot talk. Since I don't have anything else on here besides the Anastasia foundation that was supposed to do what this is doing, but it was not dark enough. It's okay if I like smear or, you know, do what I gotta do to move that color around, because I'm not worried about moving what's underneath because there's, you know, nothing technically. The Anastasia, you know, we know that, but she didn't do her job, so she doesn't even need to be there. Couldn't even tell she was there to begin with. And you see now it gave me a nice bronzy snatched little forehead. Really gotta work this into my hairline though. To sort of bring out my features even a little bit more, well, to bring out my contour down here, I'm going to go in with another LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Just Yellow. And what I like to do with this, I like to put it underneath my eyes. That way it brightens me. And a little bit of this. Oh my gosh. You don't leave me alone. A little bit of this does go a long way, so you don't need a whole awful lot. And then I just put a little bit underneath my contour. We're just gonna blend that out. Same thing on the other side. So this is what I was talking about. I would come back and clean up whenever I was done with the contour, just to clean up the contour. It definitely makes it look a lot more cleaner and neater. For concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. I use these two shades. The top one is light medium, and then this bottom one is tan. Tan is just a little bit too like orangey pink for me. That's why I mix it with light medium. I could probably go find my shade, but I bought tan because I thought tan was my shade, and then I don't know, I think they are both my shade, just at 2 different times. I don't know. But today, I'm just going to mix them. Using tan first, and then going over top with the light medium. I'm not going like all the way over top of it. I'm going to keep this closest to my eyes, because that's where I want the most brightness to be. And then again, with my blender, I don't put concealer like anywhere else except for underneath my eyes. I don't put it like on my forehead, none of that. I feel like I have pretty good skin that I can skip out on a lot of makeup steps, or I don't have to do them, and it's okay because my skin is good skin. She makes up for it. But that's one thing that I did forget to do, contour my nose. That's not over here looking weird. Now if I don't have a nose contour, I just feel so weird. Like so weird. But I'm using that same LA Girl Pro concealer. I feel like the face can be like the most important to learn how to do sometimes, because especially if you're doing makeup, because everyone has different face, like whether it be textures. I mean, eyelids too. Everyone's eyes are different, you know, no 2 eyes are the same and stuff like that. But with faces, like I feel like there's so much more to know, because, you know, than eyes, because the only thing that can be different about eyes is like, you know, the shape. Everyone has different eye shape, but with faces, you know, people are like oily and dry and combination, and sometimes with doing people's makeup, that can be like the hardest thing, and it's also what can like make or break a look. You could have on, you know, some like janky eyeshadow, but if your face is snatched, like your contour blended to filth, you know, your highlight shining brighter than ever, it'll be okay, you know, it'll make the look because your face is snatched. But say you have bomb eyeshadow and your face just, you know, isn't there, then your makeup is kind of gonna look just not there, because your face, I don't know, I just feel like the face really makes or break the look. That's just my opinion though. And now setting my face. Well, just underneath my eyes, I guess. Well, no. my face. Now setting my face. I'm using the Ben Nye Banana Powder. I've had this for forever. I go back and forth between that one and the RCMA. I stopped using the RCMA because it would make my bronzer a little blotchy. It took me a while to figure out what it was. Like, whenever I would use the RCMA with my Professional underneath, it just would make my bronzer so splotchy. I don't know what the heck it was, but those two things did not work well for me. I knew that it was that because I used the Makeup Forever primer one time. It was just the equalizer primer, and it didn't do that, but I was using the RCMA powder still, and it didn't happen. And then I tried to go back and use the Professional with the RCMA, and it was that. So that's when I knew, like, okay, these two things just aren't mixing well together, or if I do use them together, I couldn't bring the Professional, like, out here, but that's where I need it. It was just weird, so I just altogether stopped using the RCMA. I know a lot of people don't like that one anyways. And then I am also going to get underneath my contour. And just gonna come down here and like really press the powder into the areas that I get greasy. And sometimes if I don't like go in here and do this, it's easy for me to like grease up here, and it's so annoying. Now that I've got my thumbnail, this has been baking for long enough, so I'm just going to take my IT Cosmetics little brush here. This is a foundation brush, but I like to use it to just dust away the powder. When I dust it away, I also like push the excess just into my skin. This will help it not look so chalky too. The setting spray will help that, but you know. Underneath my eyes as well, I will push this in rather than just, you know, shake it off. That way my skin is actually absorbing it, and I will stay less oily for a lot longer. I also didn't set my eyes with anything yet, so I'm just taking whatever's on here and just going over my lids. That way they're nice and set. I'm using the Milani Luminoso blush. This is an absolutely this is an absolutely stunning blush to me, because it gives you like just a nice highlight already. So to me it's like, you could wear this on its own if you really wanted to. See the difference already, like the glow that it gave me? Like, I used to not be such a blush person, but honestly, it just makes the difference. OMG, you know what I haven't even done? Bronze my face. Why am I like this? I always forget steps in my routine, honestly. Go ahead and bronze since I forgot to do that. I still use the Anastasia foundation, the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. I'm gonna still use it. I've had it literally forever, y'all. Baby, falling into my kiss. To set my face, I'm going to use the Too Faced setting spray. This, you probably didn't see that, but this is like the thing. I don't know what is wrong with it, but ever since I bought it, it was like that. I just really don't like it. So I've been trying to hurry up and use it all. That way I can get a new setting spray. before that dries, I'm going to take a makeup sponge. You can use a clean one or the same one that you use for your foundation. And I'm literally just going to press everything into my skin. You want to make sure there's no product on it though. We're using the side where there's no product. I'm literally just pressing it all down into my skin. I'm just going to take the Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill. And my mirror is like reflecting into my camera mirror and it looks weird. Ooh. Did I highlight though? I think I need a smaller brush for this now. I'm just gonna highlight in my inner corner, always, always, always. Highlight the inner corner. Well, I always do. I'm not saying you have to, but. Then we go, of course, on the tip of my nose. And then I like to get right in here. Now I'm going to set my face once again. And yet again with my Beauty Blender. I'm just going to go right over top of that highlighter and just sort of blend that. The areas that need to be blended. And then the rest, just push it in again to make it look like it's coming from within the skin and not just sitting on top. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go in and add top mascara. And I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. This is probably the one drugstore thing that I've always used. I feel like if you're gonna do, you know, like neutral look, you can like do any color bold lip. So you can literally do like an orange, a pink, a red. Today I'm gonna do red. Ultra Matte Lip. This is ColourPop. It is from the I Love Sarai collection. Oh, I don't know if she did a collection with this one, but this is just the I Love Sarai X ColourPop. This is in, I believe, oh, Arriba is the shade name. I feel like this, you don't really need a lip liner anyways. Alright girls, that is pretty much going to be it for this video. I really hope that you girls enjoyed it. Like I said, this was just my summertime foundation tutorial. And if you want to see more of my videos and more of me, then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! So I already changed and everything. I just got done filming my video. But I real quick just wanted to show y'all what my face looks like outside. I've had my makeup on for like an hour now. And it still looks so good. I feel like it looks so good. Because by this time, I should already be greasing up and I'm not. I'm telling you, that Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, I fell back in love with it. Like, look at my skin, girl. She's glowing. Gosh. Alright, guys. That's all I wanted to share with y'all. You have a good day. Bye.